Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today is a green day, but before we get into the trades, I just want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to the channel. I think yesterday we were beneath 100 and now we're at something stupid like 128. So it's absolutely, fantastic, and really appreciate you all being here. Hope you're enjoying these videos. As I said, there's going to be hundreds of videos to come. Hope you're learning and joining me on this journey as well, and hope you had a good Friday. So let's get into it. So today it was a good day. We are up $12 on the day, so it's not the biggest win, but as I've been saying in sort of the comments and on other videos, I'm not looking to make money right now. I'm new to the market. I'm trading 100 shares. At best, I'm trying to cover my commissions. I just want to break even. I think many people get into the market and they think about how much money they can make. It's not about how much money you can make to start with. That's the end goal. The first goal is not to lose money. That is the very first goal, and that's the first thing I'm trying to achieve right now, and you're seeing it with me on this journey. So I'm just trying not to lose money. I guess my second goal would then to be cover commissions, and then the third goal, profitability. So getting profitable, actually making money day in, day out. So to have a green day is absolutely fantastic, and I thought I traded this particular trade really well, and there were some other setup as well that I just didn't pull the trigger on. You've got about 3-5 seconds maybe to pull the trigger. I saw it. I even wrote it out in the chat and to a friends I talked to on Skype, and it went exactly how I said it would, but I didn't pull the trigger, so I guess it doesn't count. Okay, so let's get into the actual recap now. So there's a few stocks we were watching. The first one was KNDI. I'll do that actually. So first one was actually Zizan was what we was watching, and go planning mode. So Zizan yesterday, after it made a big move yesterday, but mainly was making the moves throughout the whole day, and it made some massive moves, as you see here, pretty much all the way from the $2 pre-market to a high of 680. So an absolutely insane move. Today it pretty much held, it retraced back some, but it held into the $5 area, so it pretty much held most of the moves. So we was definitely keeping an eye on this for continuation. The other one that was gapping up the most pre-market was ACHV. This was just a really crazy. The issue with this I've had today was that even pre-market, I think it was already about 3 million worth of shares traded. So a lot moves. So we've got this, as you see here, we've got the gap up. It's moved from around 240 up to 350, and then it's held around the 280 mark. So this one was, in hindsight, very easy to trade. At the time, very thick. You would see here, even right now, you see the 5,000 seller, 1,000 seller. This is some big numbers. 6,000. You've seen it here, 6,000 on the bid, 2,000 on the bid, and it's flushing down. But yeah, and you see how it's trading right now. Just very thick, very up down, big buyers, big sellers. So I kind of wasn't trusting it. And lastly, as well, was KNDI. KNDI was the one we placed a trade on, so we'll start with that one first. And KNDI made moves on Wednesday, made moves on Thursday, and today, as you see, so this was yesterday. If it's not going to scroll, why is it not scrolling 1 minute? Sorry guys, just the 1 minute's been a bit weird on the chart. But yeah, okay, that's maybe how much I can go. But you see, yesterday made this massive move up to 920, retraced all the way down. I say all the way down. There's only $1. $1 is absolute is a lot, but you see here, pre-market has come all the way back up. So KNDI was definitely one I was keeping an eye on. KNDI, ACHV, and Zizan. So KNDI. So with this, my strategy going into the market and going into the trades, it's not showing my trades. Why is it not showing my trades? Oh, that's a shame. It's not showing. It's getting a bit of these issues now and again where it's not showing the in and out symbols. But you look on my order history. I bought 100. bought another 100 and then sold 200. So as I did on one of my last videos where I purchased on a big dip, I then got a bit of a washout. I added to my position for a pop. That's exactly what happened here. So I'll get my cursor out so you can see better. So 907 was where we bought. So as you see, pre-market, we're sort of getting this high of day buying seller selling pressure. We get this dip down. As we get this dip down to 907, so it was roughly around here. We added, the stop was literally going to be around the $9. But what happened was we got this big washout to here. Now this was showing, as you see on the chart, was showing some support. So we didn't go all the way down, but we've pretty much shown this support around here and here, and that's what we were. That's always my indication on dip buying, is where is previous candles of support or previous resistance, and that gives me an idea. So, or an idea of where I want to cut my losses. So it's really a shame it's not showing the trades. Anyway, so yeah, so bought around bought at 907, which was, as we said, around this mark here, and when we got the washout, I purchased again at 895. Yeah, 895. So we got a washout down to, it's the 890 mark. So 895. We bought another round here. And then it popped up to 907. I actually thought I got filled at 908, but obviously the fill went in at 907, and 907 was exactly back here again. So it worked out exactly how I planned in a way. And what I mean by that is, you see here, I bought the pullback, expecting the big breakthrough the high of day of 920, maybe even go up to 930, 940, 950. But you know, even if I bought around the 907. If I get the break of 925, you know, I look for 15-20 cent profit. But when we got this washout, this is the only time I want to add to it, because we got this big dip, we get the big washout, and then basically my stop will be the low of that support, as I said. So the reason I was more confident with this trade was because if we look at the previous days, so let's get the planet mode. So you see exactly what's happened here. It's come down, and then it's got the break, and then we got the 1 minute high, and this is where I sold too early yesterday, I think it was. I bought better yesterday. My entry was better yesterday, but I sold too early today. So my entry, not bad today, because we never know if it's going to wash out again, but I was definitely patient to get this pop. Sadly, it popped to 907. It held for about 907, 908 for about 5 seconds, so well, a bit longer than that. So I just sold it once we got back up to this moving averages, and it popped again. But the reason I'm so confident, more confident at seeing this in real time, was because we'll go all the way back to Wednesday. What happened Wednesday? It gapped up, big strong move. What happened out the gates? We see here, flush down. You see here, look, at 9:30 the market opens. It's popping up. It flushed down, pull back a bit more again, and then we have a big move up, as you see here, big move up again. We had the 1 minute pullback, which I missed, and that was all she wrote on that one. But you see, that's what happened again. We've got the big flush down, we've got the big whip up. Then again, yesterday, let's go to yesterday. What happened yesterday? Stock, we're looking for continuation again. Scanners have been a bit dead as well, so it's definitely to keep an eye on continuation stocks. What happened again? Same thing. 9:30 open, it flushed down again, like it happened today. We get the pop, and then we get the 1 minute high, back up here, break up the high of those. So that is exactly my plan for today. Wasn't going to be scared if it did flush down after my initial entry, and it's not showing. And as you see here, what happened again today? It flushed down, popped down again, got the small green candle, and then we got the big push for the 1 minute high. So really happy with that trade. So I was keeping an eye on ACHV, I was keeping an eye on Zizan, and Zizan, because I was concentrating on KNDI, I missed the push here on Zizan. So Zizan was an entry we was looking for, I think around the 580 mark, yeah. So basically 590. So pre-market we've got this bit of the wall here. So I was basically looking to get in around the 5.85 mark just before, push up to the $6 mark for a 10-15 cent profit, you know. And if I'd see it was going to break the $6 quick, I would have held. But because I was concentrating on KNDI, I missed this move. But what happened, and this is one thing I called out, I actually typed in on chat, is I missed this pullback. So we got a pullback here and it come up, but then we got this big flush down here, once again down to sort of this support area. I don't know if there was any other candles on this mark. Let's just see. Yeah, so let's erase that quickly. So once again, you see we got this big pullback down to here, where it's got a little bit of support from previous two candles there, along there. So we got this support. And this was the one I saw in real time. No idea looking back now why I didn't take the trade, but I guess it's hindsight. And we, you know, with these stocks, they are moving very fast, so we don't always know how they're going to act. But when we got this 1, 2, 3, and these are big washout candles, we're always going to get this small little pop eventually. Whether it's this one or not, but that would have been my stop there at the 5.50, which is a $0.50 mark, which is exactly where you want them, $0.50 whole dollars. So if it was holding 6 or 5.50, etc., so it's perfect. And once again we would have just got in around the 5.50 mark, and we could have sold around the just below 5.70. So, you know, we could have captured 10-12 cents. Doesn't sound a lot, but you know we could have easily have taken, and especially on this stock, we could have taken 5,000 shares. 5,000 shares at 10-cent profit is $500. You know, we could have took 2,000 shares at 10-cent profit, and we could have captured a bit more there. That's 2,000 at 10 cent. That's $200 profit. So $200 a day is about 50,000 a year. It's definitely nothing to be sniffed at. And that was just one opportunity here, along with the other KNDI, which 10 cents, and with Zizan, with a CHV. So, you know, they're these 10 cent, 15 cent, 20 cent. You just trade a couple of them a day and get your profit on them. You're going to be making a lot of money. So that was one I called out. And then whilst I was looking at this KNDI, this had a massive washout. Where was it? There it is. So I called this one out as well. No idea. Once again, I didn't take this trade. I think this went a bit. This once again. So just show you here. So I was looking to see. So we got this pop up, and then we got this massive washout from 9.10 all the way down to 8.85. I mean, people here would have. This is why I don't like to buy the break of the pre-market, break of high of day. Not always, because we get these what we call fake outs. So we're getting that resistance here. And not buying right now, not with my account, not with my experience. But you see, look, we've got this 922 resistance here. There's a strategy where you buy the 1 minute high like we did here, and you pop up higher. People would look for a continuation for the 1 minute high to break the 920. But if you got it here, it would have flushed down. If you held and you keep holding, thinking, okay, I'll wait for 9, and then you get this big washout, next thing you know, you're down 30-40 cents. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid, and that's why I like these dip buys, because most of the time you can just manage your risk a lot better. And that's what I'm saying about the goals. I'm not looking to gain profit, even though you can maximize your profits with dip buying. I'm just looking to cut my losses, restrict my losses. So once again, we got this big washout. It was kind of holding some sort of support, because we got that candle there, so we got sort of double bottom there. And then if we look at this, we kind of got it here as well. So if you see how it washed out to that 885 is a nice number there, and then we got 885 all along here as well. Not as much, it's not like guaranteed support, but it's a good indication where stocks have been dropping to. And even here, you know, this was 880, so it's very close to it all. And it was an absolute perfect one. It was such a big. This is the one we like to buy, because it's such a big washout that a lot of sellers look to take their profits, people look to dip buy, and once again, the bottom of this candle was 885, and it popped up all the way to 906, above 906, about 907. So that was a 30-cent move. You know, we could have probably captured 20 cents, and I saw it happening in real time. I said I wrote it on chat, and for whatever reason, I know it doesn't count, I didn't pull the trigger. But the good thing is, and the confidence I'm gaining from it is, it's a KNDI. I'm seeing these patterns a lot better, as I showed you there. What happened on Tuesday, happened on Wednesday, Thursday. I was looking for similar to happen again on Friday, because they do repeat themselves, as I've just proven. And I saw KNDI and Zizan in real time. Just didn't pull the trigger. So that's the thing I'm working on: pulling the trigger, seeing it, pulling the trigger. And yeah, the other stock was really good today. Was ACHV. I just didn't trust it, to be honest. It just had so much volume, but it was such a good stock. It's moved, you see, from 280 out of the gates up to 450. And what's happened now? It's selling off now. But one strategy that Warrior Trading teach, and it's a very good strategy. What I showed you in just the last stock is the break of the new 1 minute high. So out of the gates here, we've got one. You see, this is the 1 minute time frame, which is what I'm circling here. And you see here, so we got this nice, this is classed as one, but this is what we want. We want a green candle, we've got the red candle, we've got the break of the 1 minute high. So that's sort of one there. Once again, we surge it up, we get the pullback, 1 minute candle to make the new high, which is the entry will be there, popped up again. Same thing, popped back, happened there. So here it's happened 3 times. Normally I only trust the first or second, maybe the third on a really strong stock, but this was so thick I just didn't know how this was going. So I didn't take any trades. I actually wanted a bigger. These were just pullbacks. As you see, pullback. Like KNDI, I was looking for the washout. We just never got it, and that's kind of the limitation sometimes with the dip buying, is you miss out. Once again here, big surge up. I thought, okay, it's getting very overextended now. We started to get this. We wanted a washout. Don't show the VWAP. I think the VWAP was around 350 mark, you know, that $0.50. But we never got it. Once again, we got a pullback. 1 minute making a new high here. And that would be your entry up to 430. You got it here. I saw this, and I actually thought, when we got this consolidation here, which is, you know, between here and here, I'm thinking 2 things. It's either going to flush down or it's going to pop up again to new high, but either way I didn't trust it. It's such a risky 50-50 move. Anything could have happened to it, and we got the flush down, and actually I thought that would be the end of the move. I thought it's just moved up so good. It's moved up $1.40 for a lower float stock and a lower pro stock. It's really good, but it held, as you see, around this sort of support here at 375, and then we got the pop up to the higher day, and once we got another 1 minute candle to make the new high here, and it went. So couldn't really trust this one. There were definitely some opportunities, but not really fussed about this trade. When I have a bigger account, these are the type of trades I will start to place more. I will start to sort of widen the types of trades I'm taking, like the halt trading I'll add back into my strategy, the 1 minute pullbacks I'll add into my strategy on the bull flags. So right now I enjoy the dip buying just from that managing risk perspective, and but as you see, there's many ways to make money. So that's Friday recap. Gonna enjoy the weekend. I'll be back at 8 on Monday. I hope you all had a great day. Hope you had a great week, and once again I just want to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel. 128 subscribers right now. I know that's not a lot in the YouTube world, but considering I think we're about 30 subscribers like from the start of these videos, which is less than 2 weeks, that's almost 100 in 2 weeks, so that's absolutely great. So thank you everyone for being a part of this, and I hope I didn't miss anything, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, have a good weekend guys, take care, bye bye.